Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn Web Coding. My name is Durge Sahani, and in this fourth episode of our Solid Principles in PHP series, we are going to learn the Liskov Substitution Principle in PHP. In the previous video, we learned the open-close principle. In this video, we will understand how valid child implementations should behave safely through the same contract without breaking the service that depends on them. Before jumping into the code, let me quickly show you what we are going to cover in this video. What Liskov Substitution Principle means in PHP. Why child implementations should work safely through the same contract. How to create a payment gateway contract with multiple implementations. How to replace one implementation with another without breaking service logic. How abstractions keep services predictable and reusable. And finally, how to run and verify the output from the terminal. So let us start with a practical example. Suppose we are building a checkout system where the service should work with Stripe, PayPal, or cash on delivery through the same gateway contract. If one child implementation behaves differently in a way that breaks the checkout flow, then that class is not a safe substitute. The Liskov substitution principle tells us that any valid implementation should be usable through the same contract without breaking the system. The first step is to define a common contract. So here I'm creating the payment gateway interface. Inside this interface, I'm declaring the pay method. Every gateway must follow this same contract. Now I'm creating the Stripe gateway class. This is one valid implementation of the payment gateway contract. Inside the pay method, I am returning the Stripe payment response. This class follows the contract correctly. Now I am creating the PayPal gateway class. This is another implementation of the same contract. Inside the pay method, I am returning the PayPal payment response. The service should be able to use this class safely in place of Stripe. Now let me add cash on delivery gateway. This gives us one more payment option through the same contract. Inside the pay method, I am returning the cash on delivery response. Again, the checkout service should still work without any modification. Now I'm creating the checkout service class. This class should work safely with any valid payment gateway implementation. Inside the constructor, I'm injecting the payment gateway abstraction. This keeps the service independent from any specific gateway. And here, inside the checkout method, the service simply delegates the payment to the injected gateway. This is exactly where safe substitution matters. Finally, inside the index file, I am including all the required classes so we can test the complete LSP example from the terminal. Now I'm creating the checkout service with PayPal gateway and running a payment. This shows that one valid gateway can replace another without changing the service logic. Now let me add a short comment guide so we can connect the code structure with the Liskov Substitution Principle. Here the payment gateway interface defines the contract for all gateways. Stripe gateway can replace any other gateway safely through the same contract. PayPal gateway can also replace the same contract without breaking checkout. Cash on delivery gateway is another safe substitute through the same interface. And checkout service stays unchanged because every valid gateway behaves correctly through the same contract. Now I'm printing the result from the service so we can verify the payment flow from the terminal. Let us run the code from the terminal and check the output. You can see that the payment flow works clearly and the checkout service remains unchanged even when the gateway implementation changes. That is exactly the goal of the Liskov Substitution Principle. So to summarize this video, we created a stable payment gateway contract, added multiple valid implementations, and kept the checkout service predictable through safe substitution. This principle is very useful in real projects because it helps you trust abstractions and avoid subtle bugs when swapping implementations. That is all for this video. In the next session, we will continue with another important solid principle and learn the interface segregation principle in PHP. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Share this video with other PHP developers. And do not forget to subscribe to Learn Web Coding for future updates.